Hello, hello, North Node Seekers. We are doing a reading, timeless reading for you from the Archangel Metatron. So I'm doing one introduction for all of the signs. And what I have been called to do for the collective is this reading where you hear from Metatron what you need to hear to align with your highest timeline and activate your North Node destiny. I'll be using cards from an Archangel Metatron Oracle deck, and I've been encouraged to explain to you which cards I'm going to be using for this reading so that you have an understanding what energies this session will be anchored in. If you are eager just to get to your reading, it is timestamped below and you can jump ahead to that. So we'll be starting with the Archangel Metatron deck, and I've been asked to read directly from the guidebook for those cards that I pull. And then I was given the B Tarot. And the B Tarot is significant because the B stands for industriousness. Bees are not hustling. They're moving from their instinct of what to do. And in doing that, which comes naturally to them, they not only create their own abundance, but stabilize and provide foundations for abundance of the entire globe, really. And then after the Bee Tarot, I will be pulling from this Making Magic Oracle. So you can tap into some practical magic, some practical tools of how to move forward. And then I will end with the Sacred Forest. And the message I got when I was drawn to this particular deck, the Sacred Forest here, which has a unicorn on it. And I got my unicorn here hanging with me for this reading. And the message I received is, the earth is supporting you. Your destiny is programmed into your earth star chakra. Connect deeply with the earth on a regular basis. Do not take her for granted. She sustains your life and asks nothing of you in return. She is the great mother of all living things. Okay, and with that, I will jump into your reading. Enjoy. Hello, everybody with their North Node in Taurus. I'm going to jump into your Metatron Oracle card, Self-Mastery Oracle. And we are going to read the first card fully from the guidebook, and then I'll just do a little brief overview of the cards that are, I'm going to take that one, crowning and at the root of your reading. So at the center of your reading, you have Codependency, Key to Freedom, card 53. Ooh, this is the first time I'm using this deck, and this is the first time that this card has come out. Some others have been repeated, but you get a brand spanking new one, card 53. Let me see. Okay. So I will read this one. Card 53, Codependency, Key to Freedom. You are asked to look at a relationship or situation in your life and see what started out as support and comfort has become suffocating to you both. Maybe you are the one who can see or sense this. It may be that you are feeling abandoned as a person whom you rely on becomes more absent. Remember that you and they are unique beings in your own right. You are put on this earth to encourage, help, support, and love each other. But be aware of when you're giving away your own power or becoming over-reliant on someone or something. Being overly dependent helps neither of you. Like two trees that are in too close proximity to each other, your roots will become entangled, your branches entwined. and it becomes hard for either of you to reach your full potential. It is easy to lose personal identity in this place and forget why we are truly here, for each has a unique soul mission that is best served in full personal power. What once felt safe and good becomes claustrophobic and unhealthy. Just like the tree in this image, you are meant to grow in your own space, reach up to sunlight, and expand into your own true beauty, not be thwarted by overdependence and mutual fear that ties you together, propping each other up. Look at the magenta skyline in the card. It offers a bridge to a new way of being, promising that divine love is available to both of you. The bright green on the crest of the hill represents opportunity, movement, and growth, unlike the shadow of an entangled, dysfunctional dual energy. Archangel Metatron is asking you to break free, to take the silver key of truth and unlock yourself from what binds you together. This padlock is self-imposed. The dependency has not been done to you. You have done it to yourselves. Forgive that and understand it as part of your soul journey. But this time of restriction is now ending, and a new chapter awaits you both. The old leaves want to fall away to make way for new buds of renewal and springtime energy. One of you needs to find the strength to turn the key. Please trust and have faith that once the key turns, and it has to be turned by one of you, Metatron will not do it for you. You can come back into your own power. No longer any need to rescue each other or overly demand attention, energy, or love. The love remains, the understanding arrives from the lessons learned, and each of you can thrive in a clearer space of your own with defined boundaries, air to breathe, and space to grow. No, I lost my spot. Take the key, see the lock. What do you choose? This image can also represent addiction to substances and behavior or patterns that once served you in some way, but now deny you your true power. It can apply to any relationship, not just romantic, but parental, business, or anything else. Here again, the same question applies. Will you turn the key? So that is your card, just to put it in focus again. The key to freedom is at the center of your reading. Review and reflection crowns your reading. Number 2, time out needed. And it says here, briefly, card number 2 links to the moon, our subconscious self, the feminine energy, illumination, and reflection. And at the root of your reading is Mother Earth, grounding and support, which is card 18. Let me check that out. Your attention is drawn to the need to ground your energies into the earth. They want me to read just the first lines of this in the guidebook. Ongoing energetic upgrade, solar flares, portals of light, attunements, and so on, while positive, need anchoring through you into the ground. If you don't do this, you can feel lightheaded, off balance, and unintegrated. Getting out in nature is a great healer for you now. It may be that you're being affected by collective energies too, and are empathic to the pain of others right now, as well as earth changes and more. And that is what I was feeling in this codependency. Some of you, it may be a romantic relationship, but on my intuition is signaling that it's more a binding through empathy and through wanting to nurture and be there for people and be of use to people, to be useful. And this can pull you out of alignment because your movements depend on the well-being of others. One may say that if this codependency is a child, obviously a child is a dependent. What Archangel Metatron will like you to know is that, yes, they are dependent, but you are also the leader. Children are very resilient and We see children all over the world. People all over the world, all different cultures have children, and different cultures have different ways of raising children. And we see that the parents and the society sets the tone for the child. So can you find freedom in parenthood? That's a big question for some of you. What freedom can you find in that while embracing parenthood? I'm going to pull the tarot and let the message come further. Some of you are experiencing very major upgrades. You are a very strong, gifted spiritual being, gifted soul, and which is why it's even more important for you to review and reflect and be the leader of your own life, because you are planting seeds for the future. And you are a symbol, a signal. Well, I mean, use the word signal, a signal for other people around you. So while you are perhaps thinking it's for the best that you put yourself on a side burner and deal with yourself second and get your joy and validation from your external relationships, they say that you are in alignment with yourself and are able to create more comfort and nurturing when you do that for yourself. I feel some of you are expanding beyond and faster than the people that you are surrounded by and the situations you are surrounded by. Four of Swords in reverse. It's time to get out of your comfort zone. You may have been doing it for so long that it's a routine, it's a habit now, whatever it is. I feel very strongly family ties. This may not apply to all of you, but this is comfort zone. This is routine. This is an energy of, you may not have even thought how much your sense of self is wrapped up in some external thing that you're attached to, person, place, or thing, or substance, or thought pattern, or daily routine. The Barrow in reverse, this is the Chariot. Stop and reflect on what you're doing before you do it. And ask yourself, why am I really doing this way? Is there any emotional fulfillment, or what emotional fulfillment am I getting? And is this fulfillment really soul fulfillment? Or is it just comfortable and familiar? A new emotional reality must emerge at this time. The honeymoon is over. 6, the honeymoon, which is the lovers. Something that you are wrapped in is stagnating you, has stagnated you. I'm going to get the next round of cards. We have time to shine, creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Ooh. This energy is very tied up in a knot. You have the capacity to really blossom. It is your time for blossoming. You are very much receiving energies, intuitive nudges, gifts and blessings that allow you to shine. I feel they're not being utilized. Perhaps because of the things that you are chained to. Grief, pain, addiction, fearing leaving someone behind, fearing shaking up someone else's routine. Okay, whew, now the knot is kind of loosening in my back. Because I was looking for the words. Fearing shaking up someone else's foundation. Your own foundation or someone else's foundation. Healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. Let me get the next two. Goddess, healing feminine energy. What are you bonded to via trauma? What have you bound yourself to from trauma and that's hard for you to let go of, to move out of? I'm saying this very generally. And one may not think that, for example, cleaning one's house all the time has any connection to trauma. But if you lived in a house where you were severely punished for cleanliness, or you lived in a household where there was a lot of strictness around cleanliness, a parent with OCD or germophobia, hoarding, right? There were times of great poverty, so you tend to keep a lot of stuff. These are acts that on the surface feel like they're not connected to anything that feels traumatic. But the root, if you go deep enough, it's rooted in fear of loss, fear of punishment, fear of not having enough. So those are just a couple of examples, but you're being encouraged to seek healing for what is at the root of the codependency. And that you are free to have new experiences of emotional fulfillment that don't come from something so, I'll use the word shallow. It doesn't feel like the right terminology, but something that nourishes your soul. You are worthy and ready to have new emotional experiences, new positive emotional experiences. To be vulnerable, to not be in control of everything, but to still feel good, to feel safe and comfortable and protected. Then you have one enchanted evening, the perfect night, and successful career, a happy working environment, pay rises, and promotions. Yes, yes, yes. I just keep hearing the honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over. Honeymoon is over. I feel you're coming out of a time of rest. You're coming out of a time where you just didn't have any need to be pushed out of a comfort zone. You're kind of there. And now it's time for growth. It is now time for growth. It is now time to create again from a purposeful place. And creating from a purposeful place, you must be connected to your inner guidance system. They want you connected to your inner guidance system. Archangel Metatron says, 7 of Wands, take care of your inner world and protect it from outer influence. I feel that in changing your habits, changing your daily routines, and taking this key of freedom to release yourself from the codependency, there may be backlash because you are disrupting other people's routines. Stay active in protecting yourself from influences that may make you think, oh, just today I'll do that favor for that person. Or just today, I'll put this to the side and do that I usually do. Just, it's very important that you have a peaceful center that others cannot penetrate, a peaceful force field that others cannot penetrate. You have the Emperor and the Princess of Pentacles at the bottom here. Yes, you are being called to, if you want to come into alignment, there has to be some work. You have to put some work in to creating bit by bit the emotional reality that you want to experience. But there is strength needed and sovereignty needed. You may also need diplomacy, but you have to be clear and rule your domain. Self-sufficiency, sovereignty, emotional sovereignty is what I'm hearing. I don't know if I dropped one by accident there. Nope, you got 2. So you got Foggy Bog, Patience, which is card 18. It may take a while. It will take a while. There, as I said in the beginning, there's not really did I say that in the beginning? There's not really any rush. But it is time to move. Bit by bit, day by day, and you may not see your way out. How is this going to work out in the end? I have people who are uprooted, reacting negatively to these changes I'm making for myself, for these changes that I'm making that are in alignment with my heart, with my spirit, with my calling. But stay the course, stay the course. And also be patient with these people who you're breaking, people, places, things that you're breaking this codependency from. It will take a while for their energy to shift, but you must stay your course. You must stay your course. Daffodil Fairy, new beginnings. Yeah, and there will be a new beginning for you. There will be a new beginning. And then they're pointing me to all these yellow flowers, the yellow flowers on the Four of Swords here, the yellow flowers here on the Daffodil Fairy. When you start moving, everything will move with you. Everything will follow. I'm hearing you must believe that you are a leader. You can lead very gently, but energetically, you are a leader. People follow. People fall in line with your energy. When you give up that sovereignty and bow to other people's energy, they actually don't really know what to do. They go all willy-nilly, and you can't follow them because they don't have that energy. You have that energy. You are the one who has been called to receive all of the ascension, alignment, and activation gifts and are grounding it into reality. So it's up to you to stay your course and let everyone else fall into line with you. That's what I have for you, Taurus North Node. I hope that that has been helpful. Like, subscribe, and check the description box for any offerings I have for readings and other products and services that may be there. And I will see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.